What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about the amazing Spider-Man 2 and reviewing the pros and the cons of this movie. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hello everybody, I'm the Real Movie Nerd, and as I said at the start of the video, we are going to be reviewing the amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. I thought I'd make this video following the Spider-Man No Way Home movie that is coming out on December 17th, as there are many rumors which state that Andrew Garfield, who portrays Spider-Man in the amazing Spider-Man movies, will make a cameo or a full appearance in No Way Home, which is very exciting. But anyway, back to the video. If you are not familiar with this movie, then I will do a quick recap summary for you, so spoiler warnings ahead if you want to go watch it for yourself. This movie follows the events of the amazing Spider-Man 1, and Peter Parker aka Spider-Man is well known and loved. He has just finished graduation, but keeps seeing flashbacks, and is having PTSD of Captain Stacy, who had been killed by the Lizard in the first film. A man called Max Dillon, who works at Oscorp, is a loser and gets treated badly. One of his colleagues orders him to stay back and fix some broken cables, which could be dangerous. Max tries to fix the cables, and is electrocuted and falls in a pool of eels. The tank then explodes. Also, Peter's good friend Harry Osborn is dying from an inherited family curse and tries to ask Spider-Man for his blood to cure him. Spider-Man refuses and leaves Harry in an angry state. Max gains new powers after what had happened, but everybody kept thinking he was a bad guy, when in reality he was just confused. Max is taken down by Spider-Man and feels betrayed and wants to go after him, but is stopped when Oscorp takes him in for experiments. Harry notices Max and reaches out to him, to try and convince him to take down Spider-Man. They both agree, and Max, with his electrical powers, sneaks Harry into Oscorp where he can take a serum that will supposedly cure him. But when he takes this serum, it changes him mentally and physically and transforms him into the Green Goblin. Max, now known as Electro, meets Spider-Man in a power station where they battle it out. Peter ends up overpowering Electro with his web shooters and kills him. The Green Goblin, who stole a health suit and glider, then flies down and realizes Spider-Man's true identity. He then steals Gwen from Peter and drops her. Peter jumps up and manages to catch her. Peter and Goblin fight each other in a clock tower and Gwen falls. Peter defeats Harry and tries to save Gwen, but unfortunately she falls to her death. And the movie ends there. But anyways, guys, that's the recap. So now we get into the review part of the video, where we talk about the positives and negatives of this film. The positives. I have got to say, there are many positives throughout this movie, on many occasions. Starting off with the CGI. The amount of effort the graphic designers and film crew put into it is unbelievable. The way Spider-Man swings through the air, and the fabric of his costume flows with the wind, pays close attention to detail, and really feels the comic books coming true. And Electro's design. Some people really dislike this design of Electro, but I really like it. I really love the way you can see through his skin and his body, glowing from a range of blues and pinks, is truly outstanding. But now we move on to the negatives. I'm afraid to say that along with the positives, come some negatives as well. Starting off with the parents' storyline. I didn't put this in the recap because it drags most of the story from the film, and makes it all about Peter's parents rather than Peter himself. This kind of idea would not be as bad, if it only contained small scenes of them to possibly motivate Peter's character or something simple like that, but unfortunately there are too many scenes containing them in The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. However, some of these scenes do have a slight link to how Peter is involved with Oscorp because of his father, but that is mostly it. The scenes that are in the film are about how Peter's father's spider research was wanted by Norman Osborn to make military weapons. However, Richard disagreed with this and implemented his DNA into the spiders, so that Norman could not use his research without him. This is shown in the clip where Peter finds Roosevelt where Richard had stored all of his research. This idea of the research being stolen is not a bad idea whatsoever. But I believe it should have been used somewhere else, like maybe a series or something, rather than in this movie, because that is not what the story of Spider-Man is about. The story of Spider-Man is Peter overcoming the death of his Uncle Ben, not his parents. Adding this and taking over the original iconic story, just ruins it altogether, and makes it an okay film rather than a great film. Also, another thing that is disappointing is the Rhino. This character of the Rhino was advertised all over posters of this movie, and was a character that I think a lot of people were looking forward to. But then the movie came to theaters and he only appeared near the last 5 minutes of the film, which left me in shock, because I was really looking forward to an amazing high-tech battle between Spider-Man and Rhino. But now we move on to the overall conclusion. This film was an exciting and thrilling film feature which had me on the edge of my seat at times. The CGI and film directing was top quality, and I nearly shed a tear at the ending scene, which is a new for me. I love the villains, they were definitely a great choice from the comics. There were only a few issues and tweaks that limited the film from being its greatest, but overall I was completely pleased with it. I give this film 4 stars. But that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this review video of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. If you want more videos just like this, then don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button, it will be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching guys, until the next one. I've been the Real Movie Nerd.